we're going to go over SI unit conversions. And it's something that you kind of just have to do and get a hold of in my mind. And there's some rules of thumb for when you're doing it. So like, for instance, write out your starting units. Make sure that your units are in their base form. So if you have newtons, break it down to meters, kilogram per second squared, stuff like that. So you can more easily figure out what you're trying to get to. And then with each step, make sure that your units cancel out. So for example, this first question here, we have convert 0.836 kPa to PA, which is kilopascals and pascals. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to write out 0.836 kPa. And then what we can do is we can go check our conversion table and realize that for that, we have 1 kPa is equal to 1,000 PA. And then we can write out our units here, make sure that our units cancel out, and then we can multiply it, keeping in mind sig figs, and end up with our answer here, which is 836 PA, pascals. And the reason that we have 3 sig figs is because these conversions are considered real numbers, so it has an infinite number of sig figs for calculation purposes. So like another example is, let's go from 642.4 liters to meters cubed. So we would write out our unit, our conversion, cancel out our units, and then we have our answer, which would be 0.6424 meters cubed. Now for you guys, I have a question. It's how many cubic inches are in 1 gallon? And then I have the conversions here right underneath it, so it's easier for you guys to write all the stuff. I also have a pre-made chart for you guys here too. So I'll give you guys like 5 minutes for this, and then we'll see where that goes. All right, so do you guys have some answers here now? I see we have one in the chat.
Is it 231?
Yep, so let's write out our units here. We have 1 gallon to 3.79 liters, then liters to milliliters, then liters to inches cubed, and we have 231.24.
Nice.
And then I truncated it at 2 points after the decimal because these are all real numbers, so technically there is infinite sig figs, but a general rule of thumb that I've noticed between a lot of teachers is 2 to 3 points after the decimal is fine. So that's why I just left it at 2, but 3 is also fine.